Hi, welcome back to the COPtv channel. In this video, let's review the sounds of one of the most versatile synthesizers that ever came in, the Oberheim OB-X. Whether you like the nostalgic vibes from the late 1970s, the early 1980s, or if you just want a modern and warm sounds to your production, this is the synth sound you need to have in your next tune. Many artists use the sounds of the classic synthesizer, like Prince, Queen, and Eurythmics. And the best fact is that you don't need to spend tons of dollars in a 40-year-old synthesizer. There is a virtual instrument version of the synthesizer that you can download completely for free. Stay with me to the end and let's see what this thing can do. So this is the amazing, the legendary Oberheim OB-Xd, a recreation of the original Oberheim OB-X. This engineering masterpiece came in 1979, but unfortunately its production just lasted 3 years, ending in 1981. The storage memory capability was 32 patches. It has 4, 6, or 8 voices of polyphony, and it costed around $5,000. But for the link in the description, you can have access to this unique recreation of this instrument completely for free, not just for PC but for Mac OS, Linux, and iOS. This plugin is made by Disco DSP. The download link is in the description. You can download this amazing instrument for free, or you can buy it to have access to even more features. Let's listen to one of the sound demonstrations of it. Whoa, that sounds amazing and modern. That shows that whether you need a modern sound or a vintage vibe stuff, here you get everything. Going below, I have an overview of it. You can read it later. Here you know everything about the new features of the version 3.5 of this synthesizer, the system requirements, the legacy support, and more. So now let's explore the sounds of this amazing instrument. If you're out of inspiration, here we have tons of presets and banks to boost your creativity. Let's pick one of them and test it. Cool. I would never imagine playing a core M1 preset in this synthesizer. I'm surprised. Let's pick another random one. Whoa, I know this. That sounds familiar. Or we can just play a classic from house music. We can even recreate the Kraftwerk presets with this, and they're amazing. Let's recreate the preset that Ralph Hooder used in Showroom Dummies. Get back to the original preset. This is what you hear when you download it and install it on your computer. Good. So now let's transform it in the Kraftwerk sound of Showroom Dummies. Let's activate the square waveform for both oscillators. It has 2 oscillators that can be controlled independently. Now we have the square waveform for each of the oscillators. Let's set a pulse width. Here's good. Oh, good. Now let's set it detuned. Let's put it almost all the way down. Almost there. Now let's control the cutoff. Put it a little bit down, increase the amp amount, and let's set now the future envelope. Let's set the polyphony monophonic with an only voice. Click the VAM button to enhance your playability as a monophonic sound, and set the retiring function. Almost there. Let's keep it a little muffled. And we're done. And the amazing recreating the Kraftwerk presets in this synthesizer. If you're liking it, please hit the like button, that helps me a lot. I know it costs you nothing, but it helps me a lot, so hit the like button. And if you love the legacy of Kraftwerk, this video is made possible by the Synth Track Volume 1, a Nazi for the world of the synthesizers. The first volume of the Synth Track brings 256 presets inspired by the Kraftwerk catalog, both in their live performances, both in their studio recording, so you can have the pleasure of playing with the masterpiece of the sound design along this 50 years of career with accurate and amazing inspired sound, divided in 2 slots. If you love sound design, or if you just want to add this nostalgic atmosphere of the classic electronic music into your productions, this is your opportunity to enhance your creations with these unique presets. Get the Synth Track Volume 1 at COPtv.com. Back to the plugin, let me present you the main features of it, since there are a lot of parameters here and I would probably need a whole video course to explain everything. So let me focus on the main features. Here on the global control, you have access to 3 parameters: the volume, the fine tune, and the chorus. Another global control allows you to have access to 2 parameters of unison to enhance your sound design experience. Down here we have the legato mode with 4 functions. The first keeps all, the second just keeps the filter envelope, the third keeps just the amplitude envelope, and the 4th retires everything. That helps to give an enhanced dynamics while playing the sounds live. The 2 oscillators can be managed independently, so as the LFO control, you can have the capability of adding the LFO to just one of the oscillators if you prefer. Back to the oscillator control, we have 3 waveforms for each oscillator: the sawtooth, the triangle when you disable both of the oscillators buttons, and the square waveform that can be changed with a pulse width control. Here we have a sync function if you want to enjoy the benefits of analog sound and the digital control. Here we have some additional parameters like the step parameter, the step amount, and whoa, I think with this parameter we can control individually the pulse width just for the second oscillator, but that can help a lot if you want an independent pulse width control. Amazing! We have a 3rd oscillator, but that's a nice dedicated sound oscillator. Here we can mix the sound, controlling the individual oscillators volume like on a minimal Model D, but with 2 oscillators only. In the middle we have the filter control with bandpass filter, push, and LP24 function, and 2 knobs for controlling these parameters. Here we have the classic filter and amplifier envelope, and in addition to this we have the voice variation that turns your sound design experience richer. Clicking with the right button, we can have access to a file manager where you can import and export banks and presets individually. You can also create, reset, or delete a bank here, as you can do with the individual presets. Down we can have access to the programs and to the banks. Here we have a MIDI map preset list for different hardware. If you have a hardware matching to these hardwares in the list, that will help a lot to have a more precise control of these functions. And finally, here in appearance, you can change the theme of it. Now it seems more like an OB-Xd, the synth that came later. If you're more familiar with this, that can help you a lot, but if you're not, you can get back to the previous appearance. I'm more familiar with this one. Let's skip it. So now, after presenting these convenient features, let's pick some random presets and play to see this thing in action. Whoa, that sounds familiar for something. If you love the Human League, let's play something out of it. Not bad, that can also be used as a lead. And these are the amazing sounds of the Oberheim OB-X with the clone synth OB-Xd that you can download in the link in the description. Man, that synth is so good that I can't believe it is totally for free. Don't miss the opportunity to have these amazing sounds in your next production. Says don't miss the opportunity to get the synth track volume 1 with the Kraftwerk legacy inspired preset at COPtv.com. The link is in the description. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, subscribe, share this content with your friends that love synthesizers, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. Ladies and gentlemen, I've decided to take you on a trip through time. We are back in 1993. Oh, what an amazing year. The most expensive cars looked like this. Computers, synthesizers, and video games looked like this. Famous artists looked like this. And of course, fashion and haircut looked like this. Now, Onse transported you into a virtual world back in 1993. We'll need a virtual generator.